is Justin from the J Media, and I'm back with another video. So as you guys can see here, I have a bunch of boxes. In these boxes are car parts, and from the title of this video you guys might already know what's in here. So I've been wanting to do this project for quite a long time. Been wanting to boost the car. Finally decided to put a trigger on it. And I'll be doing like a step-by-step process, you know, on this full build. So if you guys want to stay tuned to the build, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know whenever my new videos come out on the YouTube channel. I do upload 4 times a week, so every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9 AM Central Time. So make sure to subscribe. But yeah, I haven't opened these boxes yet. I had a peek in one of them because it's already open, but for the most part, like I said, I haven't opened these yet. So I'm really excited to do this unboxing for you guys at the same time. So you guys will be seeing my reaction to what's in here. And like I said, a bunch of turbo parts. So let's get to it. Alright, so I have a special guest again here today. I have Marissa. So we'll be unboxing it together. I'm pretty excited to see what's in the box. She's a car girl too, so she doesn't know what's in there. She only knows turbo stuff, so it should be pretty exciting. So we're gonna start with the first box up here. I think I kind of have a clue what it is. So before I unbox it, you guys already know it's turbo stuff. To boost my car, you could either pick up like stock Evo 10 turbo stuff or stock Ralliart turbo stuff. You can also get a whole turbo kit, but that's gonna cost a lot. I know there are companies out there who make full turbo kits, and they can go anywhere from like, I say $3,000 to $5,000, which is really expensive. A cheap alternative to boosting a Lancer would be to buy, like I said, the stock Ralliart or Evo 10 parts. That's what I did. I bought the stock Ralliart setup, but I also wanted to customize it and make it my own, so I also bought some other stuff. The first one up here, I believe, might be the upper intercooler piping. So let's get to opening up the box and see what's inside. Alright, so first box here. I'll let you. It's pretty light, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Pretty light, okay. So a little pen knife here. Pretty excited. It's like Christmas, even though it's not December anymore. Wrapping is pretty good. Here's the first piece. I'll let you unwrap that. Oh, it's a bunch of small little stuff. So, little couplings here. Oh, I see it already. They look so pretty.
Nice.
So, some rubber couplings here. Just like your intakes, you do have to have rubber couplings to connect them. But the exciting part are these pieces. They look, oh my god, they look gorgeous. They look so good.
Amazing, look at that. This is what
the color. So this is a full titanium upper intercooler piping.
That's awesome.
This is amazing. It's so light. So titanium, super light, and the color is not just like a spray-on color. It's how they get the wells and the color. Oh, this is beautiful. It's like a rainbow color. I hope the camera picks this up.
That's awesome.
The wells and everything you can see inside.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Ooh.
That's one piece.
Nice.
So most upper intercooler piping, I believe I should have the stock one in there. I'll show you guys in a minute. But they look kind of boring. They're just like black in color or just all silver. This one is like, the color is super dope. Like to non-car people, it looks like a rainbow color, I guess. It looks, yeah, it looks pretty crazy.
That's nice. Ooh.
Oh man, this one looks good. Look at this.
Nice.
Wow. So I really hope the camera picks this up. It's super light.
It is. Check out the box. Nice.
Yep, so that is the first one. I guessed it right. But beautiful pieces. So basically this will be on my engine bay. So when I pop the hood, you'll be able to see the upper intercooler piping right away. So I didn't want to use the stock one, like I said. I want to customize it and have it looking really good. Yeah, I'm just super excited to get this on the car.
Gorgeous. It's really awesome.
Do you know anything about titanium?
No.
Not really. So they like there are titanium exhausts out there. Have you seen like exhausts with this kind of tip, like this kind of color?
No, I haven't actually. No.
So those are more common, but like it's so good. They look really cool. They are a little pricey, but they look really good. So That's the
Okay,
first box. Let's see.
okay. Really cool.
Second box I have here. Let's see. Second box I have here was already open, so I kind of know what's inside. Let's see, unbox this one. So this box here again is aftermarket stuff. This is one of my all-time favorite Japanese brand called ARC, and basically I picked this up from a guy who shipped them from out of state. And to people who don't know what this is the ARC blow-off valve pipe that goes in the engine bay again. I'm trying to see if it says ARC somewhere. Oh no, it's a little scuffs. Like I said, these parts are used, so I have to look for it. But I believe you said these are from ARC. So I personally like really rare, like Japanese, like hard to get brands. Like my exhaust, I have a HKS exhaust. You know, carbon fiber Gannon door mirror, stuff like that. Super JDM parts. And I personally don't have any ARC parts on my car, but watching like Evo 8s and 9s going up, they look really good with ARC parts. And they are a Japanese company that has been discontinued for over 10 years now. So over here, oh, it's pretty big. It's super light too. So just this little metal piece, part of the intake. This is the main thing. Like I said, it is used. I do have to, I mean, I'm sure the previous owner cleaned it up already, but I'm going to clean it up more. These things, unfortunately, you can almost not buy brand new anymore just because they're so hard to find. Okay, so here it says ARC. I've never seen an intake box like this before, but it's really rectangle. You see the crazy wells over here.
Cool.
ARC over here as well, imprinted ARC. So do you know, like, so she has an Integra that she's building right now. Do you know if there's an intake in it right now at the moment?
No. Yeah.
So most like cars intake, including my car, it has like kind of like a cone looking. I don't know if you ever seen like a cone shaped looking like filter. So that's what most intake look like. To give you a perspective, you could buy a cheap no brand intake on eBay for maybe 50 bucks. ARC intake on the other hand, because they're so rare, I've seen them go as much as 600 bucks for just this thing, which is crazy. I didn't pay that much. Your boy like to look for good deals. So I've been shopping for a while, but this thing looks good, and this is going to go in the engine bay. When I pop the hood, you'll be able to people will be able to see it right away. So
that's awesome.
Definitely one of my, I guess you could say, bucket list rare parts. To put this, unfortunately, since my battery is in the engine bay, I have to relocate my battery to the trunk to make more space to fit this. So again, in a separate video, I have to move my battery to the trunk. Some more work for me.
That's really cool.
Alright, so these are the aftermarket stuff. We will be going on to the big stuff now. So you guys, first box you saw the titanium operating cooler piping, and then you guys saw my ARC blow-off valve pipe as well as the ARC intake box. So I do have another ARC part coming. Again, really excited. I've been on the hunt for this part for a while. It should arrive hopefully in a week or so. Pretty huge part. But the rest of these stuff here are all stock parts of a Ralliart. So right now we're gonna get to opening these two boxes, and these two are the heavy stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in there. This guy right here, pretty heavy. There should be a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see what's in here. So this was shipped again from out of state. Sadly, for car parts, you don't really have a local car parts store here in town. So I gotta get stuff shipped from overseas or shipped from out of state. I believe this one came from Florida. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, it's a bunch of, I guess you could call it styrofoam.
Yeah.
Make it rain. I do have to say they packaged it really well, which is good. Man, my room is going to be messy after this. So first thing here, I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna open it. You can grab the next thing in there randomly and just open it too.
Yeah, so it is. Oh, cool, cool, okay. Let's open it.
Bunch of string wrap. So thank you to John who shipped this out. So to turbocharge your Lancer, you could either get a stock Ralliart setup or Evo 10 setup, like I said. Most parts are pretty similar, but the Evo 10 Turbo is going to be slightly bigger. Honestly, I'm not trying to chase like really high horsepower numbers at the moment, so I'm just trying to get it up and running and boost it with low boost. So we'll see how that goes. I kind of have a rough idea what this is now. I believe this is part of the, I want to say intake? I don't know. Let me open it, don't quote me. Oh, I have no idea what this is. Oh, this might be the blow-off valve. I think this might be the blow-off valve. So basically, in turbo cars you hear the little turbo noises. This little guy here is what makes it. So I'll probably swap that out in the future as well to something off the market. I love HKS or Tao blow-off valve, so I might swap it out to that. But for now, run the stock stuff because aftermarket stuff means more money. Let's see. Do you have any idea what these are at all? Just on looking at?
No,
you can't really
I
tell?
only like to tell us the exhaust.
Yeah, it's just like looking at it. Because these parts are not on my car, so I don't really know what they are too.
Okay.
You can open something else too. I apologize if you guys hear a lot of wrapping noises because this is half of what this video is going to be. A bunch of string wrap and styrofoam noises. There we go. Okay, so this looks like, so there's a bunch of tubes here, so definitely something that feeds air. I'm not sure if this goes to the intake. I believe this is what goes to the intake. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I'm on this learning process. I am not a mechanic by trade. I am not an expert. A lot of these stuff I just learned along the way. So if I call any of these parts incorrectly, please don't blame me. I'll learn along the way. But I think this is related to like the intake or something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
That's really good.
Let's see what he has here. I have no idea what that is too.
See too.
Looks like, is it metal?
Yeah.
Looks like it's metal. Oh, this is heavy. I wonder if this is turbo itself.
Oh
Man, this is big and heavy. This is really heavy.
Oh shoot.
You know what? I'm gonna open the smaller thing first. I'm pretty sure that's the turbo or the manifold.
Nice. Oh gosh, you got cool parts.
Like, whoever who wrapped this, like, shout out. They really spent a lot of time wrapping each individual piece.
Yes.
Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, Alright, so again, no idea what this is, but this is a hose. It looks like a coolant hose. It's a rubber silicone hose. It might be the coolant hose, but we'll see. Put this aside as well. I'm trying to get all the small little stuff first before I move on to the huge one.
A lot in one. Like, yeah. Let's see.
This feels like another rubber piece, but we'll see. just by looking at it, I have no idea what this is. But it's black in color, has some hoses. Yeah, I have zero clue what this is. So it seems like two hoses right here. And I wonder if this is the dump, open dump. I'm not sure. It might be the open dump. Any luck with that?
Almost.
This piece looks to be metal. I think this is part of the upper or lower intercooler piping. So you saw the titanium piece? I think this is the same exact thing, just that not in titanium.
Okay.
We'll see.
I just unwrapped it. I kind of just opened it.
Where it feels like, oh man, this is hard. Really great? Oh, you think you got it?
Looking out. I might need the knife. Or, yeah. Just drop it.
So it looks like, no, just kidding. It's a rubber pipe. I thought it's a metal pipe at first. This might be, like I said, part of the intercooler piping. I see, I believe on the Evo 10s and Ralliart, this piece comes on the top as a as the upper intercooler piping. My hands are all getting a little nasty. I'm gonna have to wash them later.
Over this one.
Oh, okay. So I think this goes on the top where the upper intercooler piping is. This little guy right here, this little sock is kind of like a heat wrap because when you're boosted, it's a lot of heat. So let's see any other small parts before I move on to the big part. I think that's the only other big part in this box. I'm gonna let Marissa unwrap this guy here first before I unwrap this big part.
Yes.
This thing is really heavy. If I have to guess, it might be the manifold. I'm not sure if it's connected to the turbo, but this thing is huge and heavy.
Oh yeah. So finally get it.
Alright, so what Marissa have here seems like there's like a hose, there are like some metal. I have no clue what I'm looking at. It might be, oh, you know,
There we go.
sounds like, well, looks like it's a few different pieces together.
They wrapped really good.
Alright, so I have no clue what these are, but it seems like I say, a bunch of different hoses and metal pieces that are attached together. There's a little mess right here. So we have this piece right here, no clue what it is. Alright, so move everything out the way and unbox this heavy boy right here. Definitely made of metal. Yeah, let me get to unboxing this. Oh, we have this little piece. I think this was the blow-off valve from earlier. It's crazy because with all the styrofoam wrapping, and it looks like there's a lot of stuff, but when you just look, it doesn't look like a whole much.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I see a turbo.
Ooh.
I see a turbo.
Oh wow.
I see a turbo. Oh yes, you see the snail?
Oh, beautiful, yes.
I see a snail. Let me get to unboxing this whole thing. Oh man, I see a turbo. I'm so excited.
Oh, nice.
So usually it's not that heavy, just the turbo by itself. But because it has a bunch of other stuff with it. Oh my god.
Wow.
It is heavy.
Wow, wow, wow.
Let me pull down this wrap. It's okay. This is
Oh,
heavy.
wow.
So turbo. I hope you guys can see it on camera. Like I said, this is the OEM Rally Art Turbo. This thing out here is real metal. I think this is where so if you guys didn't know, turbo are run by exhaust gas. So this is where it goes in and then it spins the turbo. This whole part is connected already, but here's the Terpski. It's a TD04 turbo, so that's, I believe, the size of the turbo. Whenever you buy turbos, especially used ones, you're gonna make sure there's no shaft play or very little shaft play. What that means is you don't want a turbo that's all beat up. Again, I don't know too much, but for the power levels I'm trying to push, I'm not trying to go crazy horsepower at the moment. This turbo size would be good. Down the road, once I have everything in place, I can always upgrade to a bigger turbo if I do want to build my internals. So shout out, there's a guy in Houston, Tor Lancer, who recently had his Lancer boosted. He built his whole block, his whole internal, so he's pushing pretty good power. I know of guys in Puerto Rico as well as Malaysia who are pushing some pretty good power as well. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, if you guys want to swap with the internals, I believe the 4B12 2.4 liter engine, which I have in my car, I believe they're the same as a Dodge Caliber, which is kind of weird, but apparently they're the same. So I have to do more research if I want to build my internals, but I'm super excited to see the turbo. I might get to polishing it up, cleaning it up. It's a little greasy and dirty, but you guys saw the turbo. There's still one large box back here. I'm pretty sure I know what that is. I think it's the intercooler. I'm not sure if there's anything else in there, but let's get to unboxing that big guy back there. Like I said, I'm pretty certain it's the intercooler, but I'm not sure if there's anything else in here, so let's get to unboxing this as well. Huge box, pretty heavy too.
Yeah.
I hope this long unboxing video doesn't bore you guys because I'm really excited. So hopefully you guys are excited as I am. Were you excited unboxing it, Marissa?
Yes.
I think the turbo part, right? You're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay,
Congrats.
so this is thank you. Huge. Let's see. I'll give you something light to. You can get this. I'm pretty sure that's in the cooler. It's heavy. Big in here. More stuff. There's a lot of stuff. More stuff. More stuff. Even more stuff.
Awesome.
Alright, so I'm gonna just lay them out, unbox them one by one. So what Marissa's unboxing is intercooler that looks tiny. So I did get an aftermarket one. So I already know what this is, just by unboxing it. Sad to say, once I unbox the turbo, everything else seems meh. That's exciting. Here's the knife.
Oh, thank you.
So this is the stock intake box. So earlier, you guys saw me unbox the ARC box. Remember the ARC box? This is the stock one.
Oh,
It looks so much more lame, right?
It looks so different, yeah.
Yeah, like
the ARC is so dope.
the ARC one is like you can see what the filter going on. It's chrome and this is just plastic.
Yeah, the ARC was really cool. I really like that one.
Alright, this is metal. I think this is some sort of the downpipe that connects to the exhaust, I believe. Intercooler. That's pretty cool. So this does look like the downpipe that connects to the exhaust. It's all crusty looking. So there you have it, part of the exhaust. Real crusty looking. I'll have Marissa out here with the intercooler.
Let's see, on this side.
Let's see. Oh, right here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have to say the top intercooler is tiny. Yeah, this thing is tiny, so this looks like the front. So, intercooler. So whenever, I guess, how you can spot a turbo car without seeing the engine bay, personally, for me, easiest way is see if you see an intercooler hiding beneath the front bumper. So this is what sucks air, cold air into your car and making the turbo spin pretty much. Well, the exhaust makes the turbo spin, but this is part of the turbo car component. Every turbo car does need an intercooler. Like I said, this is tiny. I do have, well, I'll just spill the beans. I do have an ARC aftermarket intercooler piping coming. With the intercooler, so I'm really excited for that. ARC intercoolers are super rare, super hard to find. These stock intercoolers, if I resell it, I could probably sell it for, I don't know, $100, $200. ARC one brand new is like $1,600. So same thing, but different brand, and yeah, it's really expensive. But excited to get this, which is part of the turbo build. More stuff, just 3 more stuff here to unbox. This one's, well, 4 more. It's pretty heavy. I'm gonna unbox this one first. So more piping. Seems like there's a lot of plastic piping. So again, piping that I have no idea what it is. So this is metal actually, really dirty. I have no idea what this is. Another piping, plastic connected to like a coolant hose looking pipe. Have to figure out what that is as well. I'm gonna leave the heavy one at the end. This here looks like a rubber hose. I think this is part of the intercooler piping. I don't know, kind of weird that Mitsubishi, from the factory, all the intercooler piping seems to be like, not plastic, but rubber. I guess just because maybe it's cheaper. I like the metal better. The metal looks way better. This shape, doesn't that look like the titanium intercooler piping?
Oh, like a shape?
Yeah, the shape looks the same, right?
Yeah, it does.
Like, well, similar. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, but this is plastic as well. Another piece. I'm not sure where this guy goes. We have a bunch of like plastic rubber pieces. It's a heavy one.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. You see the knife? I'll let you do
Oh,
this.
awesome.
I'll go for the heavy guy right here. I wonder, oh yeah, I was gonna say, where's the manifold? So this is the manifold which connects to the engine itself. So this has to be made of metal. I might want to get this, like, I don't know, repainted or like polished in chrome or something like that, because right now it is rusty looking, doesn't look good at all, and you can definitely see the manifold. So here is the manifold. This is heavy.
Yeah.
So this part right here connects to the engine. So this connects inside. I believe this part faces up. I'm not sure up or down. But yeah, this is the side which connects the engine to manifold. Alright, and Marissa is unboxing the very last part, which is some sort of rubber hose. Again, I'm guessing this is part of the intercooler piping. Let me see the knife. So I was saying off camera to Marissa that the person who wrapped it did a great job by wrapping it really well with a bunch of shrink wrap. But that also meant it's a hard job for us to take it off. But you know, it's better to wrap it a lot and protect the parts better than getting damaged during shipping. Oh, no. I don't want to like cut it too.
There you go.
There we
Good
go.
chunk.
Tug of war.
Right? There it goes. That might be a tricky part to get off.
Okay, there we go. And she has the final part, so this is part of the intercooler piping as well. It's so weird that, oh, he actually put like tissue paper, whatever inside. But it's so weird to think why they would use this kind of material. It looks like it dissipates heat a little better, but does not look pretty at all. Alright, so I just moved all the stuff over here. So like I said, stuff in the cooler and all these stuff are in here. The titanium upper intercooler pipe is over here. My ARC intake and blow valve pipe over here. And then I'm still waiting on my ARC front mount intercooler, which should be here pretty soon in the next few days. Pretty excited. I think there might be a small little stuff that I might have to pick up as well. So I'm really trying to, you know, walk through this process. This whole process is new to me, and I want to bring along you guys with me on this whole process, especially if any of you guys, Lancer owners, are interested in boosting your car. I'm trying to make it as detailed as I can. Like I said, I don't have, you know, I'm pretty much like, you can call me like a garage mechanic. I, you know stuff here and there, but I'm not a certified mechanic. So I'm not sure yet how difficult, you know, to do it this is. If it's like bolt on and go, or there's like a whole, you know, bunch of custom fabrication and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll be having some buddies, you know, like Min, McGill, Marco, maybe come over, check out some of these parts, see how difficult they are to install. And then also I might hit up some shops as well. There are a couple of local shops that I know of here in Austin, Texas, that I might be that I trust and that I know of, that I might bring to get it installed there. But even if I do have it installed at the shop, I'll make sure to bring the camera as often as I can just to check on the progress. The only thing with installing it here at my house is, if the project's gonna take a while, I don't mind the car sitting in the garage, but I don't want it to be like us putting stuff in the car and the car doesn't run and I have to get it towed to a shop or something like that. So I'll hate for that to happen. So yeah, haven't quite decided yet. In the next few days, like I said, hopefully I'll have some friends come over, check it out. Hopefully I'll be able to visit some shops as well, just to get a quote how much it's gonna be. And boosting your Lancer is not as easy as, you know, I don't think it's as easy and straightforward as, like, you know, boosting, you know, just working on an Evo 10 or Evo 8, Evo 9. Just because some custom fab work does have to be done, since this is not a bolt-on, 100% bolt-on kit. I heard from most boosted Lancers, for the most part it is. It's pretty simple, so we'll see. But if you guys stay to the end of the video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. I want to show you guys a but a video of the turbo again before I end off this video. But if you guys want to see the whole turbo build, make sure to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, and over here we have the turbo. It's funny because I actually had it displayed in my room on this shelf. But yeah, it's how the turbo sits for now. All the other parts are in the boxes outside.